is Salma Rashid Ali, and I'm a clinical research fellow at the University of Glasgow and working at the Children's Hospital in Glasgow. And today I'm going to talk about the European Registries for Rare Endocrine Conditions, also known as the EuRRECa project. The EuRRECa project is a new project incorporating the development of a core endocrine registry and the development of an e-reporting programme for rare endocrine conditions. So essentially the project has these two domains within it. The core endocrine registry is a registry which gathers core data which clinicians complete with regards to an endocrine condition that they've encountered, and they also have the opportunity of completing condition-specific data with regards to the condition. The core endocrine registry also has a functionality whereby the patient can gain access to the registry themselves, and they have the option of completing patient-reported outcomes within the registry as well. With regards to the e-reporting, the EuRRECa programme, the e-reporting for rare endocrine conditions programme, this is a programme whereby at the moment we've got 46 centres within 18 countries that have volunteered to participate in the EuRRECa programme. And what happens at the moment is that an electronic questionnaire is issued via REDCap on a monthly basis to all the clinicians that have signed up to report in the programme. And they are asked to provide details on any new case of a condition that they have encountered which falls within any of the 8 endo-ERN main thematic groups. Once the clinician has reported a case, they will be issued with an ID for that patient, which is stored locally at the centres. So what we have found over the past 12 months, so a period of from July 2018 to June this year, June 2019, we have found that on a monthly basis, over 45% of centres that have been invited to report are actively participating in the programme, and we have found that there is a wide variability in the number of cases reported per centre. However, for the past 3 months, our data has shown that a large number of cases are being reported, particularly amongst the particularly amongst adult cases, where up to 600 cases were reported over the April to June period. We've also found that there seems to be a trend in terms of the types of cases that are being reported amongst children and adults. With amongst paediatric cases, we've found that the large majority of cases that are being reported are those within the sex development and maturation main thematic group. And amongst adults, we've found that the majority of cases that are being reported are those within the pituitary and the thyroid groups. And within the data itself, when you look more specifically at the conditions and the types of conditions that are being reported amongst paediatrics, we have found that in terms of sex development cases, that cases of XY-DSD, chromosomal DSD and transgender cases incorporate almost 75% of cases that are being reported, whereas in adults, pituitary adenoma, for example, accounts for 75% of cases, and in terms of thyroid cases in adults, we found that non-metastatic thyroid carcinoma incorporates almost 95% of cases that are being reported in adults. So there certainly is a trend towards seeing more conditions being reported in these thematic groups in paediatrics and adult cases. So the data that we've collected can be used by a variety of stakeholders, so it can be used by patient and clinician groups. Also, the data that we are collecting performs as part of one of the key performance indicators for endo-ERN, and they are required to report on the number of cases that are being encountered by clinicians, and therefore the EuRRECa reporting programme will provide valuable input to the endo-ERN network as well. Our data is also available to other stakeholders such as industry and patient support and advocacy groups as well. So I think that our project has the potential to make a huge impact on clinical care. Recently I submitted a publication to the European Journal of Endocrinology looking at the current landscape of registries for rare endocrine conditions. And what we found was that although there are a number of registries that exist, there is variable and limited use or participation in registries. And one of the key aspects of the core endocrine registry that we're developing is its ability to signpost clinicians to other detailed disease-specific registries that the patient's details can then be entered into. Also, having information on the number of conditions and the types of conditions that are being encountered by clinicians will also enable opportunities for more details on how we manage these potential conditions and how these conditions are being diagnosed, and therefore enabling us to tailor clinical services in the future.